Okay guys, we are going to move on to the colored pencil sphere. What you will need is, I grabbed whatever colors you want to use, but you need a dark, a medium, a light, and maybe a blending color that's kind of a fun color that matches with it. So I went with like a blue violet, a dark blue, violet, blue violet, and a dark blue, and then my color to blend with it's going to be like a teal color. And for an opposite, for the cast shadow, I am going to use this yellow orange. So let's go ahead and get started. I always like to start with the darkest area first, which of course is in this bottom corner. And of course, we're always going to shade in a curved direction. I always start out fairly light when I'm working with colored pencils because I like to layer all of my colors and get darker and darker. So I bring a little bit of that dark up top, but not a whole lot. Same with the sides. Working my way around just like a moon shape, nice and neatly. Now, if you were to start off really dark, it's going to be hard to blend these colors together with it. You have to have a little bit of tooth left on the page. So this is like a bluish purple, a blue violet color. I think it says it's violet, but it's really changing color with this. Turning out a little more blue than violet. There's the violet coming out. I like to go back over the color that I just used. I'll blend these two together in just a second, but I'm working towards that highlight area. Turning my paper around. And now I can go on that top part. To have a lot of patience. That's why I say I think this is very soothing to me. Not everybody likes to put in a lot of time shading, but I love colors blending together. I keep that light down there. Getting lighter towards the middle. Now I'm going in with my mid-tone, which is this one's Blue Copenhagen, but it's like a mid-tone blue. Go back over my darker blue and the purple. And I'm getting pressing a little harder. I'm saving my reflective area for this kind of teal color. Same with this part right here. I like it to be teal. I just think it'll look nice. Now I'm getting pretty light with this as I get closer to that highlight area. I'm hardly pressing at all with my colored pencil. I'm rounding out my shape. Now I'm going to come in with my fun color, sort of my light blue, my highlight color. continue to shade in that circular direction. This is where I'm going to get my reflective color, and I'm pressing kind of hard down at the bottom for that reflective color because I'm about to bring in my dark indigo again. So I'm gonna grab my indigo and I'm gonna darken up my dark areas. So I'm pressing even harder. I always say don't color with colored pencils like you're coloring a map. Use them like they're supposed to be used, but you do have to take steps. Now I'm getting darker, leaving that reflective area. Bringing that dark up. Don't go too far to the light area right there. Getting that purple. It's actually my lightest color. And now I'm gonna blend it all together. This is like a little trick. Since it's so light, I can press pretty hard on top of that blue and just blend it all together, even on top of my highlight area. I'm pressing pretty hard so that I'm getting rid of the tooth of the paper. And no matter how hard I press, it's still gonna show my dark through this light of the purple because that purple is so light. You can do this with white or a super light color. Like this one, I'll show you how light it is. So it's pretty light. So it's not gonna take over my navy or my indigo blue because that indigo blue is much darker than this violet color. And that's how I'm able to get away with that. So that's just a little trick. If you use a very light color of whichever you're using, like this light violet, you can press hard and use it as a blending pencil. I am getting lighter towards that highlight though. Still pressing hard all the way around. And I kind of like how it just shows some of that purple in there. I'm gonna take some of this teal just because I want it to show up a little more on this side. I'm actually going to hunt for a white colored pencil. Leave that white highlight in there. You'll need that. Let me curve this. Okay, I'm going to grab a colored pencil. And take that colored pencil, pressing really hard in a circular motion all the way around it. So what I did with the violet, you can do that with the white colored pencil as well to create a nice blend. Okay. just very lightly. I thought the contrast was too much, so. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take my main color and mix it with an opposite. So if I was using sort of this blue purple as my main color, this blue violet, I'm still not pressing really hard yet, but now I'm taking a yellow orange, because the opposite of blue is orange, the opposite of violet is yellow. Blending it together, because remember, we want opposites. Gonna go on top of it again. Put a little navy in there. And there is your cast shadow. And then let's get the background maybe in an opposite. Why not? One direction, nice and neat. There you go. There is your colored pencil sphere.